Work-life balance is a myth, and here's why. Everybody tells you that the ideal way to live your life is by working a certain amount and enjoying life a certain amount. And I think that philosophy comes from people doing what they don't like to do for work. And now you can argue that it's out of your hands and give excuses, or you can do the work to begin doing and working towards something you want to do. And once you've gotten to that point, work-life balance just kind of disappears because your work is enjoyable and you don't wake up on a Monday morning thinking, oh, I have to go back to work. You think, oh, awesome, I get to do what I love to do because I get to help people. I get to build something. I get to, whatever it is. I get to go farming. I get to mow the lawns on people's yards and make their properties look pretty. I get to, there's so many ways you can go and build a life and a life in a career that is fulfilling, and not just because you have the credibility or the credentials to do that job. And I think a lot of people miss out on this opportunity, especially in this day and age where you can do so many things if you just put your mind to it and really work towards it. And if you want that outcome, it will be hard, but at the same time, you're doing and you're building something towards a goal that you want, not a goal that someone sets for you. This is Zora, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. I was considering making a video today. Didn't know what to talk about, so I just kind of started recording, to be honest with you. But I really do think that work-life balance has been ingrained into so many people in the educational system. And when you think about what school is and what it does, with the exception of the top percentage of schools that teach you real life value, it teaches you how to be an employee, and that there is a right and a wrong for every question, and there is no color. It's white and black. And through that thinking and through that view on life, it becomes clear that there was always a right and wrong. It's not about right and wrong, it's about your perception, because everybody's right can be someone else's wrong, and the other way around. And now there are moral and there are human factors that come into play that everybody agrees on what is right and what is wrong. If you go murder someone, it's wrong. But if you take that to daily life, right and wrong are very, very, how do I put it? Subjective. There is no true right and wrong in life. And if you've grown up and gotten out of school, you realize that very quick. And sometimes it's a slap in the face, and sometimes it's a brick thrown at you from left field. So the earlier you can realize that, the more flexibility and adaptable you'll become. So when it comes to work-life balance, yes, I might tell you work-life balance doesn't exist because I enjoy my work. But yes, there might be some people out there who want that and need that so that they can have a structured life. And that's what some people need. And if that's you, that's great. But if it's not, this video is for you. For the people who don't want to be and feel restricted by the standards that society sets on them, or the expectations that people hold towards the weight of a job or a position in a company. Now, I'm not saying go waste your time and do nothing all day and go brain rot. Don't do that, because that's even worse than following someone else's path. But just take a minute and just think about, are you doing what you want to do, or is there something else out there that's calling your name and begging you to just take that first step and just go towards it? Because people aren't scared of failure. People are scared of the unknown. If you think about surprise birthday parties, a lot of people don't like them. You know why? because it's unknown. Even though in the name it's a party, like it's for them, and it's always going to be positive, or almost always going to be positive. But yet still people don't like surprise birthday parties because they're scared of the unknown. So if you're scared of the unknown, that's all right. It's a human instinct to fear what we don't know. But try to push yourself and try to learn about things that might scare you, because that's how you grow. You don't grow in a state of comfort, you grow in a state of discomfort. And by getting into a state of discomfort, you inevitably need to step into the unknown and step into your fears. Circling back to work-life balance. Escaping work-life balance, and I don't mean to say it as it's a bad thing, because to be honest with you, the more I meet new people, the more I realize a lot of people do enjoy it and do want to have their hours set aside for work and their hours set aside for life and enjoying their fruits of their labor. But if you just take a step back and figure out whether that's something you actually want to do, if it is, that's amazing. And if it's not, have the courage to take a step back, understand yourself, and then take a step forward and change your life. And it's going to be hard. Nobody's going to be cheering for you. People might say you're crazy. People might say you're wasting your time. But if you just keep pushing and you put your head down and you work, someday you're going to look up and the life that you've built for yourself is going to be so much more fulfilling and so much more valuable than the life you're living right now. That's about all I got to say. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.